Well, it's big. You know, I'm not new there, but next year will be my 5th year there, and I've learned that it's big. I spent some years at Michigan State and know what the Michigan State game is, and then other places I've been, there's always a rivalry game, and there's no doubt that when you talk about this to an alum, an ex-player, a current player, and you mentioned Western Michigan, you can see the fur fly a little bit just in their thinking about what they want to do in that game. It's an inbred thing to the past and the present people that are involved in CMU football.
It's like the highlight of the season, kind of, you know. You have to wait around until next year if you lose, all year hearing about how they beat you. So it's a big game. We can't wait for it.
It's definitely a defining point of the season. You know, you could have a successful season, like we had moderate success last year, and we didn't beat Western, and it kind of puts like a bad mark on the year. You have a good year or even a bad year and you beat Western, it's like, you know, kind of a high point.
Well, it means a lot more now that you've gone through it 2 years. You know, when I first got here, everyone talked about it, I saw it, but you don't experience a rivalry, you never know. When I was a coach at Ohio State, I heard Ohio State and Michigan, I was like, yeah, it's a rivalry. And then you go through that and it changes your life forever of how you think about that rivalry. Same thing with Central Michigan and Western Michigan. Coach B and I, you know, first of all, with him and his situation, you know, we are there to support him anyway. His health concerns will always be above any type of rivalry ever between Central Michigan and Western Michigan, period, right? So, and I think rivalries are very healthy. Rivalries put healthy pressure upon student athletes, upon programs. It's healthy to have those. As much as our people maybe don't like their people and their people don't like us, and Mount Pleasant and Kalamazoo probably aren't very good friends, it's healthy. It makes people stay up on their game. It makes you sharpen your edges a little bit sharper. It's just something very special, and I think we are very blessed to have a rivalry like that. That's one of the oldest in the country, and really I think one of the top greatest rivalries in college football, and we get to be a part of that. So it's educating your kids about that. It's educating your kids on how that rivalry is going to be able to help them in their workforce one day when they do have rivalries that are very healthy, but they're within their own organizations or other people they're competing against.
I think it picked up a little bit from last season, to be honest with you. After the first time I played in it 2 years ago, it was big, and I realized how big it was. But then last year, it kind of stepped up a little bit. And I think it's definitely heated and has a lot of history between it. And it's definitely a game that we look forward to playing, and our fans definitely look forward to watching. And it's got to be a lot of fun again this year. Obviously, they got a good team returning again, and they're always tough, and that's always a tough game because rivalry games, it doesn't matter what the record is, you always get up for it, and I'm sure they'll be ready to play us, and we'll be back in Kalamazoo this year, so we're looking forward to it.
It means a bit to me. It doesn't mean that much to me as much as my offensive line. Like, those guys have been here for a while. So, like, I remember at Central, I didn't really think it was that much of a rivalry until I got in the game, and I started realizing, like, wow, I feel like a vibe out here on this field. Like, it's not like a normal game. So then my old line's like making sure, like, when I get tackled, they run over there, pick me up, like making sure the guy's not coming around me, jawing a little bit. I'm like, wow, it must be a real rivalry going on here. So I'm starting to feel it, and I'm pretty sure the rivalry's gonna grow on me as I continue to play here at Western Michigan.